Well, nobody really asked for this, but here are my Marvel Rivals hot takes. We're starting from the coldest of takes, going all the way down to the hottest of hot takes. So to start off the list, and everybody agrees with this, Bucky needs a nerf. This dude is so unfun to play against. I think that's the coldest of cold takes. Nerf Bucky. At 20%, I got Cloak and Dagger is still a good support, and I think most people should agree with that. She was extremely unfun to play against in Season 0 and Season 1, and I personally think her nerfs were well done. But now I get into some games when the support isn't doing well, and I'll tell them to switch to Cloak and Dagger, and it's like some people think her nerfs made her a bottom tier support. She is still a great support in my opinion. She's a great pick. You can still pick her and do well. Okay, so at 30%, I've seen people say that Wolverine only gets banned because he's a meta ban and it's a wasted ban. And my take is, if you think Wolverine is a wasted ban, you just don't play tank. If you think banning Wolverine is really a waste, I can tell with almost 100% certainty that you only play DPS. Wolverine is a straight menace and he deserves to get banned every game. Okay, now at 40%, and maybe a bit controversial, even though Starlord looks a lot like Tracer from Overwatch and feels like he should play like Tracer, I personally think Starlord is more like Soldier 76 than he is like Tracer. Meaning I don't think that he's a hard dive character that should be going for the backline all game. I think he is better suited as a flanker who can take aggressive flanks because he can get out of any situation, who can also quickly peel for his supports, and should be farming his ultimate, which is a very strong auto lock ultimate. That's literally Soldier 76. Now at 50%, which I think half the community is on one side of this argument and half the community is on the other side of this argument, I actually agree that the game should not be competitively balanced. I think there should be very strong characters. I think there should be very weak characters. Like if the character is broken to the point where they're unfun to play against, sure, they deserve a nerf. The only competitive changes this game needs is balancing how much SR you should gain or lose depending on if you win or lose a game. But in my opinion, for the longevity of this game, I think they should ignore balancing and focus more on just adding a bunch of characters to the game. Like if there's so much variety, so many strong characters, so many weak characters, so many characters who seem weak but with a certain team up they're actually pretty strong. Like imagine if there's like 20 plus characters in every single role, people wouldn't really complain about the super strong meta characters because there'd be so many of them. At 60%, and I might be a little bit biased being a former Hela main, Hela is the only character I have Lord on, but I think Hela is a fair character and does not need any more nerfs. Like out of all the strong characters, I think she's the most fair because she's just a straight skill check who doesn't depend on certain parts of her kit. It's literally just if you're good at aiming and positioning, you will do extremely well on Hela. Now at 70%, and I think a lot of people would disagree with this, I think Strange is still the strongest tank in the game. Simply put, Strange is the most versatile tank in the game. The portal is one of the craziest abilities I've ever seen in a game. Like if you really think about it, the portal is genius. Like literally the portal could save a game or change the whole flow of a fight. It allows you to give your entire team amazing positioning. Not only that, his damage is still top tier amongst all the tanks. His ultimate is still top tier amongst all the tanks. He still has this massive 800 HP shield that people have to play around. Bro, I hate seeing this shield. I just hate seeing the shield, man. Now at 80%, hate me if you want, I don't think Spider-Man is that hard to use. Now, of course, I'm not talking about people at the highest level or one-tricking Spider-Man into any situation, even when you have hard counters against you and still doing extremely well. That takes a lot of skill. But I promise you, the average player in the average lobby does not need to know how to bunny hop or anything. Like they don't need any advanced movement to get value on Spider-Man. Like I'm telling you, you could get so much value on Spider-Man just with your web cluster into a get over here uppercut. You do so much damage with that move. You can play an entire game where you just spend it flanking support, web shoot into this, and then just getting them low HP and getting out every single time. And just like that, you're making it so the supports can't focus on their job. They're losing so much health, and God forbid they're even missing a bit of health. Web cluster into get over here uppercut kills them immediately. And if you're tracking support ult, your ultimate is a free wipe. It's quite literally a free wipe on all the supports. And I know a lot of people won't agree with this. That's why I have it at 80%. Now at 90%, and I'm using this annoying ass character to demonstrate this point, but I think supports are in a fair spot. Like sure, the healing might be a bit too much, but I actually prefer support to being strong healers over any alternative. As somebody who came from Overwatch 2, I don't want a situation where supports are weak, the support player base complains and they're very vocal, and then the devs have to think of some other way to buff supports. And then it'll become like Overwatch 2 where the supports literally are stronger than DPS characters. They're literally DPS characters who can also heal their teammates. Like if you want to talk about unfun, imagine a Jeff 3-shotting you and then going back to heal his tank. Like I'd rather these supports be great healers and their role be a healing role instead of their role being, hey, I'm a support, not a healer. I hate that, bro. Like I don't want a bunch of Kirikos and Baptiste running around in the support category. Now at 100% heat, the hottest of hot takes, and I know it's a hot take because even pros disagree with it. I am tired of seeing Luna Snow bans. Don't get me wrong, Luna Snow is a strong support. The issue is I think Luna Snow is the easiest support to deal with. As somebody who plays a lot of Black Panther, I think Luna Snow has the least survivability out of all the supports. Quite easily, she is the easiest character to dive. She is the easiest character to take out with a Hela. I play a lot of Hela too. She is literally just an easy character to kill. Not only that, her healing takes the most skill in the entire game. Like, look at the rest of the supporting cast, right? Large AoE heals that he just shoots out constantly. Auto aim heals, large AoE heals, auto aim heals, auto aim heals, heals that have a decent sized hitbox, and heals that have a large sized hitbox. And then we have Luna Snow shooting out literal toothpicks. Luna Snow takes a lot of aim to be good at. And people might say, oh, what about the pierce ability? You mean the pierce ability that shows the difference between a good Luna Snow and a bad Luna Snow depending on how they use it, and is also on a 15-second cooldown. If used incorrectly, it's gone. Like, sure, maybe at the pro level Luna Snow is a problem. Anybody in Celestial and below, why are you banning Luna Snow? She is not that strong. If you're complaining about her ultimate, there's 4 other supports that basically have the same ultimate as her: Cloak, Invis, Mantis, and Loki, who copy all 3 of those ults. If you're complaining about her team up, just ban Namor. People already know he's broken. Why ban Luna when you could just ban him directly? Like, Luna takes so much skill to be good at. I promise you, you're better off not banning her. I promise you. Ban Namor and go on with your day. You will have fun. Those are all my hot takes. Let me know what you think.